All right, that was just one container of our no-bake cheesecake into our greased 13 by 9. I'm gonna come in with my spatula and we are just gonna spread that entire container as our first layer of this delicious no-bake treat. I absolutely love this easy little treat for spring, and everyone else in your family and your friends are absolutely going to love it too. All right, now that we have our no-bake cheesecake, I'm gonna come in with our golden Oreos. I absolutely love using the golden Oreos for this recipe, especially during the spring and summer. You can obviously do just a regular Oreo, but I love using the golden ones. I'm just going and creating our next layer with our golden Oreos. You can even do a mini Oreo. You could do a Nilla wafer. You could do a Chips Ahoy. The possibilities are endless. Honestly, using any of your favorite kind of cookies here is gonna be delicious. Perfect. Now that we have our Oreos down, I'm just gonna move that off to the side. I'm gonna be bringing in my medium mixing bowl, and we are gonna be coming in with our vanilla zero sugar instant pudding. You could even do a cheesecake here. You could do a chocolate, any kind of pudding, even a pistachio would be super delicious. But I'm just going in with our traditional vanilla and following the back of the instructions with 2 cups of very cold milk. I don't know why I can never pour that correctly. I always end up spilling milk, but I'm going in with that 2 cups and we are just going to stir this until it sets. All right, that is kind of the consistency that we are looking for, nice and thick. It only takes about 2 minutes. We're gonna remove our whisk. We're bringing back in our 13 by 9 with our cheesecake and our golden Oreos. And what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go straight down the middle with our vanilla pudding, just like so. Oh, you can see how like thick that pudding already is. Like I said, we just followed the back of the box. This is gonna be super easy to make for the spring and summer, always super light and refreshing, but we are not done yet, folks. I'm just making sure that we get all of that pudding distributed into our 13 by 9, and we are scraping the bowl. I always get roasted for not scraping the bowl, but we are scraping the bowl, folks. So I'm just going in, making sure that we get that just like so. I'm gonna go in and just make sure that those Oreos are nice and covered. That pudding will start to set more as you let it sit too. So it does look a little thin now, but it does set more. So I'm just going in just like so, right on top of our delicious golden Oreos. Perfect. All right, I think that's looking pretty good. Make sure you get the little excess off the spoon. Perfect, we're gonna move this off to the side. We're gonna come in with our frozen little metal bowl here, and we're gonna go in. I have 2 of these little heavy whipping creams. I'm gonna start with 16 fluid ounces right into our chilled bowl. And then our second one, I'm gonna start with these 2 and see how far this gets us. And I want a lot of that heavy whipping cream. And right into our bowl, we're also going in with some powdered sugar. I'm gonna start off with maybe about a half a cup of that powdered sugar. I like a little bit of sweetness with my heavy whip, so you can totally kind of just eyeball that depending on how sweet you like it. And then, of course, we cannot forget our vanilla abstract. I'm just gonna go in with a capful, as everyone knows, is a very strong thing to work with, so we just want a little bit right into our mixing bowl. We're then gonna come in with our hand mixer, turn that puppy on, and we are looking for peaks and valleys. Start slow and make sure we get that all incorporated. It's super key to use a chilled bowl. I just find that it makes it so much easier and quicker to make this next layer for our no-bake treat. All right, those are looking fantastic. And the best part about working with a hand mixer, sweet or savory, you get a little taste too. Absolutely delicious. All right, now that we have that ready, I'm just gonna move that off to the side. We're gonna go ahead and grab our layered no-bake treat. And I'm gonna place this down. We are going to be topping our vanilla pudding and our cheesecake with that homemade whipped topping. So I'm going right on over that vanilla pudding. You could obviously do a Cool Whip here, but I know some folks don't like Cool Whip. So here we are making our own whipped topping. And I'm just gonna go in right down the middle. I always like to start down the middle and then spread out. And then there may even be a little bit left over for the pugs too, maybe. We'll start off with that. I'm just gonna go in and super gently, so we don't marble those 2 layers, just cover our vanilla pudding. Just like so. I did a vanilla abstract. You can even do like an almond abstract for this if you wanted to, or like a peppermint abstract if we were doing this for the holidays. But I think the vanilla is perfect for our little no-bake treat. I think that's looking pretty darling if you ask me. Oh, She is beauty. She is grace. All right, now that we have that all beautifully layered, we are ready to place this into our fridge. I'm gonna go into our fridge for about 30, 45 minutes. Oh my goodness. All right, we just pulled this out of the fridge, freezer, and we are ready to cut into this, but we are not going to just leave this blank. I have like this fruit bowl. I'm just gonna I cut a little strawberries just to add a little bit of freshness, some blueberries too, because I think it'll pair perfectly with that vanilla and our cheesecake. So we're kind of giving original cheesecake vibes. Oh, this is looking amazing. Super easy to make, super light, refreshing, delicious as always. And of course, some whipped cream and some fruit for the doggies. I think that looks pretty good though. Just making sure we get a little bit of everything everywhere. And then just to go on theme with our spring, just gonna go in with some spring sprinkles. Oh, I know, me too, Juggy. Oh my goodness, look at how fun and easy. All right, now we are ready to cut into this. I'm just gonna go in. Oh, I can feel that Oreo. Make sure we get down to our bottom layer, which is that cheesecake. Make sure we get a couple Oreos in there as well. Ooh. All right, moment of truth. I wanna make sure that we can see all those layers. Oh, this is a huge piece, but you can see the vanilla, you can see our cheesecake, you can see our Oreos, our homemade whipped cream, of course. Oh, I am so excited to give this a try. Oh, my mouth is watering. Oh, perfect. You can even dye this like different colors for like a gender reveal situation, but I'm ready to go in and give that a try. Oh. Oh. The cheesecake, the vanilla, and it's so nice and chilled too. You gotta try it.